How we doing, gripers? Thanks for joining episode 19 of 25 Days, 25 Gripes, in which we make fun of annoying-ass people and their annoying-ass habits. I'm your host, Mr. P, and today we're discussing family, and how it's often the ones who are supposed to help you that make your life as stressful as it could be. And as a quick aside, if you were listening to yesterday's episode in which I rip compulsive gamblers, that isn't totally a plug, by the way, to go listen. I made a bold proclamation that my fantasy football team was on the fast track to winning their match and advancing to next week's Final Four of the playoffs. I lost last night by 2 points. That's right, what was initially supposed to be a comfortable victory turned into me cursing at a 6-inch screen with athletes on it who don't even know I exist. I made the classic mistakes of counting my crows before they hatched their eggs, or whatever that fucking saying is. Me predicting a win before my match was even over, let alone over a podcast, probably slapped the fantasy gods in the face, and they made me eat shit for it. I thought I had it, and I flew too close to the sun. The Icarus of fantasy sports. But my journalistic integrity dictated that I share my defeats with you guys, as well as my victories, which seemingly never happen. But enough about my mounting failures, and on to the people that really eat shit. Family. I consider this installment to be loosely related to a few other episodes, particularly the Boomer episode, as well as the episode covering teen and entitled shitty parents. But I thought it was important to make a separate episode alone, not under just the parent umbrella, but that covers family in general as a whole. And if it isn't us personally that directly has annoying family members, we all know somebody who constantly has issues with at least one person in their immediate tribe of relatives, and always rants about said person. And this is another episode in which I'm briefly wearing my pro-millennial Gen Z hat on, because I feel like it's the older generations that were raised to believe that as soon as you're born, you just come out of the fucking womb with a lifetime contract that binds you to your family for your whole life, which in turn gives them a free pass to act like assholes and do things that nobody else would get away with, but because you're family, cue the Vin Diesel voice, nobody bats a fucking eye. I didn't know the money I stole was supposed to be for your tuition, but remember the one time when you were younger and I took you to baseball practice? We're family. I don't give a shit who you are. Adolf Hitler is still Adolf Hitler. And it's mostly the newer wave of people that tend to try and break this way of thinking. And to me it comes down to not wanting to break negative generational cycles. I always loved hearing, well, my parents did XYZ when I was younger and I had to deal with it, so you can too. Like, did you never once stop to consider that maybe they're fucking idiots also? That, or somewhere along the line, somebody thought of a trend that isn't dumb, that's caught on by saying, why do I spend the most amount of time stressing when it comes to dealing with people that are actually supposed to make my life easier? And for a lot of people, maybe you have siblings or parents in your life that, on a habitating day-to-day level, it's not feasible to put the energy into dealing with them. But that doesn't mean that after you move out of the house, your relationship with them can't improve. And a lot of the stress was just being forced into the same environment together, and you're just not meant to live together, and it's as simple as that. Or the flip side is that it doesn't improve, and you realize that you grew up in a shitty environment. I'm also one of those people that doesn't think of family in the traditional sense. I have about 3 or 4 best friends that I love to death. But of course I don't tell them that directly because we have to keep motherfuckers humble out here. I'll just say it from an alias and hopefully they catch it. But to me, family can just as easily be seen as a chosen group of people that were there for you, while the people who are seen as built-in support dick you around the most and expect you to be alright with it. Love always hearing, aren't you at least grateful that you were brought into this world? No, not at all I'm not. I open my eyes every morning before thinking, not this shit again. I'm only half joking, guys. Please don't 302 me. I guess my call to action would be if you have family in your life that either pushes you around, pulls scheme after scheme on you, or does something nice for you only to constantly bring it up years down the line while also ignoring where they fucked up, hopefully you can understand that they're the problem and that nobody's forcing you to take their shit. On the flip side of that, if you do have supportive family in your life that doesn't suck and they let you be your own person, understand that that is no small feat because a lot of family members, either by accident or on purpose, will set you up to fail when they were supposed to set you up to succeed. So if you do have those people in your life that don't suck, hopefully you can appreciate them. I would also hope that this all registers as some sort of chicken soup for the soul. But of course, since it's coming from me, it's probably more along the lines of dog shit for your ears. And what about you guys? Do you have a tattoo that says, family, where everyone can see it? Does idiocy run in your family? Do your relatives think it's still 1995 and they want to do everything their way? Thank you guys for listening. Tomorrow's topic is musicals. You're not a music video, but you're not exactly a full feature-length movie. So, what are you, and why the fuck are you even a genre to begin with? Hope you guys enjoyed the content, and as always, if you're enjoying what I'm spewing, please like and subscribe.